Hello there, Tyrant here, and I just finished watching episode 2 of Stranger Things Season 2, and so we're starting to get more delved into what's going to be happening in this storyline uh, with this plot with Will being able to see into the upside down with his kind of, we'll call them visions at the moment. But it seems that there's something in there that is kind of after him and actually after everything else in Hopkins. Um, and it's actually affecting the world itself. You see this plot line with all the crops being decayed, and we keep hearing this strange noise, and I like that's expanding on what the story is going to be, because we've been getting these scenes of the research facility. They're still going into the upside down and trying to figure out what it is, and like scientists do, they're researching, and it seems something is, and it's a thing that we really didn't think about back in season 1, is the gateway, like how it is alive and how it's like a mesh. What is that? It's kind of another thing that's been on my mind. But moving forward, we get to see kind of Hobbs and Eleven's relationship. I didn't really think about it in first episode, but it's kind of his, in a way, a substitute daughter that he lost, and he's been, for the most part, raising her. He's really bad at keeping his promises, we saw in this episode, but it still shows that he cares, and I really enjoy that. I felt that he was kind of hiding her from the research facility, or maybe working with them. The way it ended in season 1 with him kind of being sketchy, it kind of made me think of it in this going into this season. But he's doing his kind of nurturing way, and I like that. It's kind of funny. Going now with the boys and their storyline at the moment. Will's still having an issue with all this transition and stuff. But now, luckily, he does have someone to talk to. He has Mike. Mike is kind of also dealing with the loss of 11. It's been over a year, or what was it, 352. I like how they used kind of that log date setup. It's a really fun joke. But it's been a while. It's almost a year. Wait, 365. Yeah, 365. It's been almost a year since the incident. Oh, and also saying that too is the way 11 survived after the incident. She made it back to the real world soon after they defeated the Demogorgon, and but was still being hunted down by the government agents and all this shenanigans, she kind of survived in the wilderness, and props to that. She's what's good is that I feel now that way she utilized her powers more for her own use, so she's developed them in a more focused way, instead of others making her focus them in other motives. I believe some people will understand what I'm saying there, but it will give her more focus later on, because we did see in season 1 that people do have, or 8 did have, the ability to like create illusions, and that's pretty interesting. We have to see how that's going to be developed with 11's development. And as far as the other boys and Max, this new Max character, we get to see a little bit of Max and her storyline. I'm starting to enjoy her, but she just feels like a plot device at the moment. I'm hoping they'll give her a little bit more storyline, a little bit more. We got a little bit with her brother, and her brother seems to be like this big douche that kind of ruined their family, and I don't mind that. It's sometimes you need a character like that. That's what Mike's sister's boyfriend was. I forget his name now. Fuck. he was kind of like the jerk in last season, but he developed and grew out of it, and now he's trying to actually be the good boyfriend. But in this season, you can see he's trying. You know, both her and Mike's sister are trying, but it's hard to know the truth but not say it, and you know it's gonna be something you're gonna have to deal with. We'll see how that continues. Some people are just using other methods to cope with it, and as we saw in this episode with the Halloween party, you got that whole well, deal with it with normality and just drinking your sorrows away. We'll say it that way. So back to the boys though, with this Max character, you can see Mike's aggressive nature, trying to cut away from 11's position from the team by adding Max, and you can see the boys trying to compete for this girl's attention. And it's really fun because, you know, it's a year later, they're starting that idea of attraction, and I'm enjoying that plot. It's really funny. So we'll see more. That's about it. Normally I would be more hyped or less hype here and there, but these are longer episodes, and there's a lot to talk about, and I have to really think about it, and I literally just watched it a few seconds ago. So, and I'm binging them, so I'm gonna go straight into the next one in a minute. So those are my thoughts for episode 2. Thanks for watching. Until next time.